So it is a new day, maybe new beginnings or new hopes, new chances for these Skyactivs. As you can see, now we have 5 of them inside. As I said, another one is coming or came this morning. I drove it here. So now let's switch the camera and tell you about the updates, what we found out, or what are the discoveries, or what we're going to do in this video. So about this one, I've spoken to the owner and he agreed on the jobs. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to remove the camshaft, going to replace the not correct rocker arms, going to clean the EGR cooler and then reassemble the car. Also going to replace the exhaust pressure sensor, as I've already started it, so I just need replacement. Obviously, I mean, the pipe is free of blockage, but we will clean it anyways. And I'll give it a new drive belt because the old one is blocked, cracked. And we are going to replace the coolant because it looks like, it doesn't look the proper color, although it's green, but it doesn't look as green or the green it should be. The update with this one then had already removed the timing cover, and I mean, it was necessary to get it changed because look at what condition it is in. Pretty disgusting, pretty dirty. Yeah, unfortunately the problem with this one was done before us again, and I have to say they didn't do like a very good job, because no way that it happened like in a short period of time, although we don't know when that was done or what exactly was done to the car, but still they didn't use the proper bolts. Bolts are again missing, so yeah, not the best job with this one. It still needs like removal of the components, which will we do in a bit, and prepare it for like very similar job to that one. It won't have the timing chain replaced, but it will have the top end cleaned, the oil strainer replaced. That one although won't have the oil strainer replaced because it was replaced. Very likely that's why they removed the timing cover and all the bits to replace the oil strainer. So that is replaced. We're going to remove the oil pump door and clean it for the owner, so we can be sure that it won't have oil pressure problems in the future. This is the new one. So this is the car of a friend of mine. It came for carbon cleaning mainly. Also we're going to do the drop links or anti-roll bar links, and maybe if we will have time a front splitter, but it came mainly for carbon cleaning. Again, this car was done or touched by someone else before us. I also worked on the car. What I've done, I already replaced the exhaust camshaft because that was worn. That was one job I've done. I replaced the vacuum pump. I would still think that the exhaust pressure sensor will need replacement, and this one had like engine overheating issues or like head gasket issues, because now you can't really see, but it had those white dots sprayed over inside the engine bay on the parts, on the components. So I guess that's fixed because the car doesn't overheat anymore. It just they didn't properly put back everything where it belongs. And also when I've done the exhaust camshaft replacement, one of the injector holding brackets were broken, so that needed replacement too. But let me show you the carbon buildup side of the things. I would say, like, when they done the head gasket, they also obviously they cleaned the intake ports, because I think they were cleaned. I mean, they are not that bad, not that good. They are in the medium side of the spectrum. Although previously it had a wrong coolant in it, and I can show you, like, even though maybe you can see it here, it should be white if it's the proper coolant used. So the green coolant is used, that hole should be whitish, and it's like a yellowish or orangish. So hopefully it didn't damage the cooling system, which I don't think it has done or did. But yeah, so now the coolant is the proper one because I've changed that one too. So we're going to carbon clean this one, and here is a different story, unfortunately. So because that pipe the exhaust pressure sensor pipe was way too blocked. We needed to remove the valve cover in order to get access to it, because we will use heat and we don't want to melt anything, any plastic. So in order to get access to that, as I said, we needed to remove the valve cover. And guess what we found? Worn camshaft, although someone worked on it. We know that someone worked on it because the owner told us also. But if you can have a look, or if you have a look at the camshaft journal bolts, these are E-Torx bolts, not the proper one. It should be like a hex head bolts. So yeah, we're going to replace the camshaft for the owner, get the carbon cleaning done, and then reassemble everything. So now let us get started with all the jobs. Mainly we're going to focus on these two, because these two needs to go quite soon, but we are going to prepare every other car, so the remaining three, for the upcoming jobs for them. Also, I forget to mention that on this one we think it had like oil pressure issues or lack of lubrication, and the strainer was replaced on this one. That's why someone opened it already, and just like, I don't know why they put back the old camshaft, which we still believe that was already worn when they done the job. But anyway, so the reason why we think that it had lubrication issues, because if you have a look at that camshaft journal, it has scoring marks, and I can feel it with my finger or with my nail. This one too. So it's not good if you leave it until this. Get the oil pressure problem sorted as soon as you can. Why we dare to put it back together as it is? Because this one, the cylinder head, doesn't have the caps or the shells or the bearings. So basically what that means, they can't turn and can't close those holes because they are not there, they're not present, and it won't cause like oil pressure problem, and then it won't cause it won't lock the camshaft, and won't get spin out of its position and damage the engine and everything. So it shouldn't do any catastrophic engine failure. But again, it is not good that it got into this stage. So we unblocked or cleaned that pipe already. Now I'm having the vacuum pump connected to it, and if I pull vacuum, it doesn't hold vacuum at all, meaning that the pipe is free because there is no restriction. That's why it cannot build up vacuum. And just to prove, if Dan removes the connector from the pipe and plugs the end of the pipe or the rubber hose with his hand, and if I pull vacuum, it will raise, you see. And if he releases the end, so that is basically showing that the pressure or the blockage inside that pipe, if it's there, how it would show, or how you can test it with a vacuum pump. And now let me tell you how we unblocked it. So basically we used Peter Kennedy's method in here with a blowtorch and with an air gun hooked up to the compressor. So we were heating up that pipe, and the reason, as you can see, this one is burned, so that's why we removed the valve cover, avoid to any plastic get melted. It is quite dangerous, and I won't really recommend it to anyone who doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, so sometimes when the pipe is not that blocked, we use chemicals. With chemicals, we spray carbon cleaning spray into that pipe, and then wait, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, let it sit. Then with a piece of wire, go back and forth, try to clean it, unclog it. And once that is done, we start up the car. Someone is start up the car. We connect the sensor to the connector, so it triggers the ECU, so it doesn't show any fault code. And the guy or whoever is sitting inside the car is revving the car up to 3000 RPM, and it will blow up all the dirt and soot, whichever is down that pipe. But in this case, in our case, once how we done it, we heated it up, and everything came out that way from these holes, and it was very a fire sparks. So that's why it's dangerous. So again, don't really do it, only at your own risk if you want to ever do it. So now we are going to assemble the things back together. So starting with the camshaft, we're going to fit the camshaft, fit the tappets, and then refit the valve cover with the new gaskets, clean the injector holes, and then we're going to start the carbon cleaning. So the camshaft is in with all the rocker arms and tappets, what needed. Also oil shower is back on. We're going to still like a little bit wipe off that mating surface, but then has cleaned the injector holes. So now we are going to fit the valve cover with new valve cover gasket and also with the new injector oil seals. So we have done 2 carbon cleanings today. I'll need to hoover them a little bit out from the holes, and basically that is it. And here is the other one. And also look who came for our help. The carbon queen, she had to come because we were struggling with cleaning the stuff, the things. So she's done the parts again. So it is after 10 o'clock again. All 3 of us are quite tired. So we'll leave it as it is at the moment. That one is done, this one is done. Tomorrow we're going to assemble them too, and they can go. And also I'm going to start working on this one tomorrow, remove the parts and preparing for the same job as that one. And unfortunately for the red Mazda, still need to order the parts, the rocker arms, so I need to source them for the best price. I still need to decide and chat with the owner like which route we want to go, brand new or used ones, depending what will be the price difference. But other than that, that's it. So I'm not going to end this video here because I'll attach the other clips from tomorrow's work to this one. But at the moment we are at this stage with these 5 Mazda 2.2 Skyactivs. Okay, so it is the next day, evening. Again, after 10 o'clock, 10:15. So the red Mazda is done, carbon cleaning is done, the white CX-5 is done, carbon cleaning done, and the camshaft replacement and all the other jobs, so such as the exhaust pressure sensor pipe unblocked. Now I'm going to park this one outside, take that one home to test drive it, and then drive it back in the morning tomorrow, see if everything is fine so that we can give it back to the owner tomorrow. Also in the remaining, which you can see as them has closed bonnet, so they are done. And the ones with the open bonnet still need to be done, so we're going to take care of them tomorrow. Basically cleaning, this one carbon cleaning as well, and also cleaning the top end oil strainer. It's going to be a lot of job. That one top end, bottom end timing chain. That one needs just EGR cooler clean. Removing the camshaft and replacing the rocker arms, and then putting it back together. But still need to get the parts ordered. But yeah, so basically this is I'm ending this video. Hope you liked it. It was somewhat useful, somewhat insightful or detailed. Unfortunately I don't have much time to go in details, which hope it will change in the future, so I can do again like a more in-depth, in detailed videos, tutorials, how to do such a things like valve cover removal, oil sump removal, strainer replacement, timing chain replacement on these 2.2 Skyactivs. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching and see you soon in the very next video. Take care and bye bye.